said, Carolyn, you know, this coming gardening season, we're going to have your trees on the show. So could I take some pictures?
Yeah.
Because your trees look so great, meaning these hydrangea trees. And he said, I just put some in my own garden as well.
Yeah.
So mine were a little further along because you haven't lived there very long.
2 years, and mine just came along like crazy, and they bloomed the first year. But I love these. It's the longest lived of any of the hydrangeas that we offer. These are tree forms.
Yeah, I love these so much.
These do need a light frost. I'll just tell you that. So if you live in an area that gets no frost, that's not for you. But these are absolutely the most cold hardy and the biggest. The one we're looking at right now, that is Phantom right there.
Right.
It has the biggest blooms, 18 inches long.
They're as big as your head.
These are huge, huge flowers on this one, and it starts off white, then it goes to sort of a rusty pink, which is incredible, and I dry them. These are huge. 3 dried flowers makes one big arrangement. They're in my windows right now. So there's one choice.
Okay.
Now the
and
other
the one next
is
to me is the Quickfire.
Exactly, and this has got a hair trigger on it because this one starts to turn pink early in the summer, and then it goes to this. I mean, this is like phlox pink, garden
it's
phlox
gorgeous.
pink.
Yeah.
And I have used these for my clients in Greenwich, Connecticut, because everybody else in town has got the old-fashioned ones that stay white until late in the season. Mine turned pink first, and it's like, oh my gosh, where did you get that?
I know.
But it's about choosing the right plant.
So I ordered several of the Quickfires this year because I mainly have the Phantoms in my yard, and we'll show you some pictures in just a second of both of our yards. These are some of our favorite trees. How many did we count that I have now? Because I lost track. I think I have like 7.
Well, you have a grove of them.
I keep, but they're not all together. It's like I just kind of pop them as a highlight in my hedge roses and then along the driveway. They're over by the arbor gate in the back.
And you can plant other things beneath them.
Yes.
Because they're not that tall. These get, 8, 10 feet tall max. That's what I like. But it's an absolute topiary because they've got nice trunks on them.
Yeah.
They carry on. You can plant other things underneath it. Look what's behind us.
Well, here.
Look at this. Look at the lilies that we have on here.
Fabulous.
And if you picked up the lilies, look at the color of the lily collection and look at the color of these.
Yeah.
People are buying these in pairs, and you don't have to buy a matched pair. Get an odd pair with one that starts white and then the other one that goes the pink.
Fantastic. Do you feel like dragging a rose bush over here?
Which one do you want?
Get that red one. Is that too heavy for you? I don't know how heavy it is.
I don't know, Granny. I'll see if I can manage.
I don't want to hurt him. We don't want to break you.
She's so mean to
me.
me.
But I'm just saying, this is what put it over there. Put it over by the white one.
See what I have to live with?
That's what it looks like in my garden. Remember all my red roses with these trees popping
red
out.
With this, exactly.
It's beautiful. So, Frank, can we show the pictures of us at our house? Do you have those up there? I hope so. Okay, because we have taken all these great pictures of the two of us being silly in my garden with these trees.
It's a lot of fun, but this is the way yours will look. I mean, this is a fabulous representation of what you can expect for years to come because the blooms are absolutely enormous. Again, the choices are, this is the big Phantom. Oh.
Here we come. There we are. Now that is right in front of my living room window. Well, one of them. Look how big those flowers are. They are as big as our faces.
They really are. And I have to tell you, we jumped in there like 2 kids in there. And it was so much fun because you see how big the flowers are. That gives you an idea of the scale. But Carolyn, you've got them all over the garden.
I know. Well, here comes some more pictures. Now, this one's at my house too, I think.
Exactly. And this is what they do, is that they're white, and then they just start to go a little bit pink, and then they get the deeper color. But we were there early in the season, and you picked some because they're the greenish white in the beginning.
There were so many. You could cut a vase of flowers like that, like a couple times a week.
Look at that.
No, so that's my front walkway going up to my front door.
And you can see the shrubs in the distance.
See where we were in the back?
Yeah.
But look how I cut some and put them on the table by the Adirondack chairs there under the birch tree. That's where all those lilies are too.
Yes, and it's a great look. Now we're going to my garden now.
Okay.
Mine have been in for 2 years, and when I say 2 years from what we're shipping to you.
This is Philip's garden.
That's my front yard.
Wow.
But I've got all my flowers in the front. I've got my sedums in the front too. See all that golden part? That's part of my magic carpet sedum, by the way.
Yeah.
But here's a close-up of the flowers. Again,
now
great to cut.
That flower, remember, that's a baby tree that I planted last year. We took a close-up. Look how big that flower is.
Yeah.
The first summer that was on my baby tree.
Because you do get blooms the first year. And what I'm shipping out to you is big. It's bare root when it arrives to you, but stake it, put it in the ground, give it full sun to half shade, and it will absolutely go to town. You'll have these enormous flowers. And this is, by the way, the longest lived of any of the hydrangeas. Not unusual for these to live to be 80 years old.
I love these trees so much. They are so easy to maintain. They withstand all the winters. Last year when all the big trees got, you know, crunched with that ice storm, these guys were just fine. They maintain their shape.
They do.
They're just beautiful ornamental trees.
And you see them in rows. And by the way, the next row that we're getting ready to look at is at Longwood Gardens. If you've never been to Longwood Gardens, you're absolutely missing out on one of the biggest treats there is for a gardener. But here they are, as standards along there, against a hedge. Everybody's got privacy hedges. Plant something interesting in front of your privacy hedge.
Look how pretty that is.
And because it has a trunk on it, you can plant things underneath it.
So obviously we both love them. We're going to show you your shipping. You're getting a big tree, by the way, when you order this, ready to go. It'll burst out with blooms this first season. You're getting easy pay for the first time ever. You're getting 2 payments of under $31 for the first day this year. So take advantage of that in honor of our Spring Fever event and pick up a couple of these. They look great in pairs. They look great in a row. Like I said, I picked up some of the red ones, the Quickfires this year. They're going to go over, I'm doing this really pretty thing around my garden shed, so I'm putting them over there.
And that's a great handsome look too, but I'll tell you what I did in Connecticut. I've got massive perennial borders that I put in for them. I plant these in the back of the perennial border. There is almost no small flowering tree that blooms all summer long. This one does it in the back of the border. This is the way it comes to you.
Yeah,
You've got
look
a
at
nice
this big tree.
Look, it's got a big crown on it already. Plant it to here in the ground or in a container. I prefer in the ground because they do get big. Yours will bloom this year, and they're going to be big like this. You will absolutely love these.
They're gorgeous and so easy to grow. If you're looking for a fast-growing tree that's a flowering tree, I highly, highly recommend it. So stay on the lines for